Hey there, it's Susan Milner with Florida Future Realty, and I have had a lot of requests for people in Florida and actually across the country, like, hey, thanks for your video on how to pass the real estate exam, but how do I even get my license? Like, what are the steps necessary? I cannot speak for all the other states in the United States because everyone is a little different, but I can let you know about Florida because been there, done that. In the state of Florida, there's a website you go to. It's called myfloridalicense.com, and you can start the application process there. We usually recommend that people start the process of applying prior to even signing up for the schools and things because sometimes the state takes a little while to process your application. So the reason we do that is because if, say, you take the class and then you apply after the class, by the time that you get your approval to take the actual state exam, you may have already forgotten a lot of the information that you did learn in class. So it's best to be ready to take that state exam after your course. So anyways, if you go to myfloridalicense.com, it'll say like apply for a license, and then you click, of course, real estate, and you would be a salesperson. So go there and go ahead and start filling out your application. You pay an application fee, and then you have to get fingerprints and take your class. So the fingerprints, you can do it probably a testing site. I know here local to Fort Myers we can do it right at the testing site and it's done electronically. If you don't have a center near you, you may have to go to like a sheriff's department or a city police department and have them take your fingerprints for real, so you get to feel like a criminal. But they do a background check for the license, so if there's anything that is out there that's either pending or previous that you've been convicted or something, you need to put that on your application, and then it's up to their discretion whether or not they will give you a license. But don't try to hide it because they do check, and that's just silly. So anyway, so then you need to find a school that you're comfortable with. There are schools online that you can take. I don't recommend going online for a class because the interaction with the teacher, I feel, is really important. There are a few local schools here on my website. I also list a few of them if you are interested in going there and checking out the schools that are local to us. If you are not local to me, go online and search real estate schools in Tallahassee, Florida, wherever you're at, and you'll be able to find some. But I recommend looking at a couple different websites, maybe picking up the phone and calling them just to make sure that you're comfortable with that school. They usually have some kind of calendar that says, here's when the classes are available, and sometimes they have evening classes if you're still working another job, and then sometimes they have week-long classes so you can get it done quicker. I suggest getting it done as quick as possible because the longer you drag it out, the less likely I feel that you're going to be prepared for that test. A lot of them also offer the course and then like a cram course for a couple of days. And if you're really bad at taking tests or all this real estate information is new to you, I really highly suggest that, because what they do at that cram session, it could be a day or 2 day right before you take the test, they really just give you the pertinent information that you really have to know so you're not stuck studying the whole book front to back when maybe you only need to know certain things for the exam. So those are really important. The actual pre-licensing course is 63 hours that you have to complete. I know there's a couple hours that you could miss if you needed to, but 63 is for the license. And then there's a post-licensing that's 45 hours that I suggest you do right away, and the reason why is because you're going to learn a lot of valuable information as far as setting up your business and getting it started. You have up to 2 years to take it, but what I find is with new agents that when they finally do get around to taking it a year or two later, that they're like, oh duh, Susan, I should have totally taken it like right after all this stuff. Like, I had to learn the hard way. I could have just learned it the easy way. So I suggest doing that. Again, the classes could be a couple $100, usually right around $300, I think, for the initial one. I think in the $200 range for the post one. But that's basically it. I will write a little more information below so that you can kind of click on other links to find these websites that I did mention in the video. But I wish you the best of luck, and if there's anything I can help you with, feel free to contact me. Alright, again, this has been Susan with Florida Future Realty here in Cape Coral, Florida. Thanks.